Hi, I'm Prince Larmin Jarbo, founder of Project Change. As an organization, our mission is to groom self-sustaining youth to help rebuild a productive Liberia. We change the mindsets of the youth from one that says, I cannot, to one that believes, I can. We're proud to sponsor the Youth Insight on KMTV, presented by Zac Sherman, because we also believe in creating a platform for the young people to voice themselves. If you would like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, and how you can join the movement, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Pro Change in Liberia. Or you can also visit our website at prochangeInLiberia.org. That's PROCHANGEIN Liberia. Until next time, enjoy the show. Hi, I'm Prince Larmin Jarbo, founder of Project Change. As an organization, our mission is to groom self-sustaining youth to help rebuild a productive Liberia. We change the mindsets of the youth from one that says, I cannot, to one that believes, I can. We're proud to sponsor the Youth Insight on KMTV, presented by Zac Sherman, because we also believe in creating a platform for the young people to voice themselves. If you would like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, and how you can join the movement, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Pro Change in Liberia. Or you can also visit our website at prochangeInLiberia.org. That's PROCHANGEIN Liberia. Until next time, enjoy the show.
It is and will always be my pleasure to uplift the voices of the young people, bring forth what is within them, what are those impacts they are making. Of course, I am a young man, and it's my own responsibility as well as a media practitioner to help lift the voice and talk about the impacts young people are making, not just in Liberia, but in one part of our global village. Welcome, this is Youth Insight. With me, Zac Sherman. Today, we are very much happy to bring along with us another amazing set of young people, and of course, diligent young men in the IT sector who have made another history, and Liberia is going to be joyful. History is going to look at him and absorb him in a positive direction. He's no one else but Foldestine Paye. Today we are definitely going to be discussing this book. As you can see, this is a book written by Foldestine Paye, and the title of this book is Be a Good Digital Citizen. And that's very unique, that's beautiful. So today we will be discussing what is actually about this book and the launching of this book. We also have the chairman who will be telling us more about the launching program, and he's Ibrahim Sharif, who's going to give us detailed information about how the launching of this beautiful book, as you can see in my hand, is going to be like. We'll be right back right after this break. Again, I'm Zac Sherman, your host.
Hi, I'm Prince Larmin Jarbo, founder of Project Change. As an organization, our mission is to groom self-sustaining youth to help rebuild a productive Liberia. We change the mindsets of the youth from one that says, I cannot, to one that believes, I can. We're proud to sponsor the Youth Insight on KMTV, presented by Zac Sherman, because we also believe in creating a platform for the young people to voice themselves. If you would like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, and how you can join the movement, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Pro Change in Liberia. Or you can also visit our website at prochangeInLiberia.org. That's PROCHANGEIN Liberia. Until next time, enjoy the show.
Of course, I guess a lot of you that are viewing us at this time are enjoying the show, because it's all about the young people. It's all about what we can do, what we can impart. This is Youth Insight on air on KMTV. And I remain your host, Zac Sherman. And so we are urging our colleagues who have come to join us to talk about this all-important book that has been launched for the digital world. Welcome, guys. This is Youth Insight once again. Foldestine, it's not the first time. Welcome to Youth Insight.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brother Zac. Thank you for giving us the privilege to sit in your cozy studio to discuss issue concerning the newest cyber security awareness book that will be taken across not only Liberia but Africa, because cyber security issue is now the major issue in this digital age we are in. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this. And let's get to my colleague. Can you fully introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you very much, Zac. I'm Soko, the chairman on the book launch committee of be a good digital citizen.
Right.
It feels good actually being on the platform. I mean, having this interactive and educative discussion with you. Going forward, it is my distinct honor and pleasure. Thank you.
Obviously, it is mine as well, for the fact that you guys are trying to tremendously make a difference in our society, and Liberia will be a counted nation for the best young people in the world. I'm humbled to get you guys on the show, and
you.
I hope this will not be the last. We
Sure,
will
sure.
continue as well.
Sure, sure. This isn't the last.
Right. So let's get the ball rolling. For Destiny Paye is my colleague right by me in the blue shirt, as you can see on your screen. For Destiny, let's start up the ball rolling with you. What is this book all about?
Um, this book, Be a Good Digital Citizen, came to being when, as an emerging technologist coming on in Liberia, I noticed that many people in Liberia were getting hacked on a daily basis. Many times we see people attack. They will call me to solve problems, to ask me for this, how can I get my account back? And I also look at the internet. I notice people acting irresponsible. Like you see young men doing all type of things on the internet. So, and I also notice that people weren't protecting their footprint on the internet. So because of that, I decided to write this particular book because I do have knowledge in cybersecurity. And I look all around, there's no cybersecurity awareness in this country to help the people to learn what's happening in this digital age. So I decided to write this book so that people can learn how to become responsible on the internet. For people to learn how to save themselves from hackers and crackers on the internet. For people to learn how to save that, how to protect their digital footprint. Because what goes online never does. So that's what drive me to come up with this book. And this book is on three key principles, teaching you how to be responsible on the internet. This book will teach you how to save yourself from hackers. You will get to understand the various attacks that hackers carry on the internet.
Right.
If you understand the attack, then you will know how to protect yourself from that particular attack on the internet. Number three, you will learn how to protect your digital footprint. When we're talking about digital footprint.
So before we go to that footage, and I hold you there, we know a couple of terms, you try to break down for those who are not part of the digital world, one way or the other, although we all part, because even we got a couple of thousands and hundreds of viewers there will be following us on the show. We all find ourselves in the digital world, right? But let's try to understand what is your own background for the fact that you come with this book has a bit of a background that you be coming from. I mean, you want to talk about your own background, educationally or so?
Yeah, actually, I'm from the technological background. I recently graduated from Lucas University
Right.
with a degree in software engineering. It taught me how to see how best I can work with people
Right.
to develop software. I learned how to become a system analyst. I learned how to 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 design a software before that software be developed. I learned how to develop software. I learned how to test software. Then I learned how to maintain software. So on a software engineering, we call a software development life cycle. We pass through that cycle before we become an engineer. And I also have a background in cybersecurity,
Right.
where I learned so many courses about cybersecurity. I have so many certificates about cybersecurity. So now I understand the subject matter. So I decided to bring it down to our people, not only in Liberia, but across Africa.
All right.
So bringing it down, I wrote a very clear book that people will understand the little things they're supposed to do to save themselves on the internet.
So let us get to Sharif. Get to understand what do you know about digitalization from your own perspective, and what is the impact you think it has had on the lives of not just the young people, but I mean the, everyone as well.
Well, Zach, the impacts of, like say, uh, digital activities on the internet
Right.
are innumerable. There are many impacts um, the internet are provided for people cutting across, let's say, people from all walks of life.
Right.
If you see, the internet is designed in a way that every information you put out there, right, on the internet, it has what we call benefits, right? It goes in two folds. One, it either make you, that is, it actually, it may, let's say, bring you up, develop you, give you a very good popularity, or let's say it could actually make you famous,
Right.
right? And the break aspect has to do with tarnishing your own reputation, right? So when it comes to the impact of technology for which for Destiny wrote, and which everyone too should have a copy so that they can be abreast, right, with those little things that they need to do in order to save their own digital life.
Right.
Right? It promotes your image. It gives you a very loyal fan base that is provided on what you put out there, right? So I can safely say to you, the technology has done a very great job, and it just depends on we, the citizen, right? I mean citizen, I mean the users of the digital world, right, as it relates to our own book. So the impact on innumerables, there are many,
Right.
and I think we just need to safeguard ourselves and learn those little things that we need to know so that we can be able to.
So individually, so far as you also a follower when it comes to digitalization, especially maybe on social media and so on. I mean, in the digital world, there are a lot of things that are involved. I mean, what have you seen Liberia individually as a person? How have you seen Liberia into the digital world?
Well, our own country I has not actually done well
Right.
when it comes to digital aspect. You understand that people are not aware of the risks and the accompanying paradoxes that is associated with the internet. So what you understand is that most of us, we get out there, we post anything we feel like posting, right? Whether good, whether bad, we post these things because it satisfies us. But I tell you for sure, Zach, if you were to look back on those things you post 2 years from now, it's not something that we Liberians are going to be proud of.
Right.
So it is very important to understand those, to get those very basics as to how you use the internet. Internet is not there to post anything you want to post to satisfy your desire. Yes, you may say the smartphone is yours, right? You have it all to your disposal, but then you have to be educated, and digitally in order to be able to use it.
So, so far, you serving as chairman on the committee of this launching of Be a Good Digital Citizen. I mean, look at the publication of this book. You want to give a clear picture about how has it been for the fact that this is just a new project coming up and it needs publication, it needs audience, it needs attention. How far you guys have gone when it comes to that?
Well, I can safely say to you without any form of doubt that we've gone very far. We've done lots of work, but we have come very far, and there is still farther to go.
Right.
Right? When it comes to our publicity aspect, we are doing all we can because we want to make sure that not a single person is left behind. Right? We want to make sure that every citizen will have access to this work so that they can be able to save themselves from the problem that lies in wait. What have we done? The first thing is we have our tickets. They are all prepared.
Right.
I mean, well organized. We are organized group of people where our tickets are available to the public. So for those of them who actually want to get this ticket, you can reach us as at the Ministry of Posts and Telecom, right? And then you can have a copy
So
of
we,
our
we
ticket.
will reach that point where you will give us a clear picture of how to get you your reach and making sure those who will be wanting to be part of the launching program or to buy the book as
Sure.
well. But let us get to Foldestine. Foldestine, you've produced, you've written a book. How has this book really, or how is it going to really impact Liberia in terms of looking at those contents you've had in this?
Yeah, the impact this book will make, this book purposely is for awareness,
Right.
cyber security awareness, because the people in Liberia
Mm-hmm.
do not having the understanding to protect themselves with the so many hacking techniques that we as a technologists can see on the internet. So the impact we will make is that there will be so many workshops concerning this particular book. And in this particular book, you will learn about the tactics and strategies about hackers. You will learn how to protect yourself from them. There is a serious hacking is now in this particular country that people don't know. It is the phishing attack. Phishing attack is when someone sends you link to steal your personal information or to get your password. I noticed Brother Zac is a politician. And someone come to me, tell me, oh, Fidesi, I want you to hack Brother Zac account. And I said, oh, Brother Zac is a politician, that's why Brother Zac left. So because of that, I will send a political link telling you that George Manuel Weah do so and so things today. And when you, as soon as I send that particular link to you, when you click that link,
Mm-hmm.
automatically the attacker get your information. It is one of the main hacking attack that is in this country now. So now you see people talking about get 5,000 megabytes. I saw one-on-one, you should register for Imulu Tunings entrepreneurship for 5,000. Hovering WhatsApp, all around that particular link is where hackers get people account and just go in your account, they push you for your account, you can get your account. No more, because they will set inside, remove the email you open with your account, remove the password you open with your account, then you can get it. So how can we save the people from that particular attitude? Is by creating the awareness, by creating the culture. So that's the impact I want to make. Like yesterday, a girl came to me. She told me, Fudesi, anytime my phone, I do anything, anybody I chat with, my boyfriend always see that particular chat. So I asked her a question. I said, that particular phone, who bought that phone for you? She said, my boyfriend. I said, yeah. Your boyfriend can purchase the phone for you, but he can put spy app on the phone, where anytime you get a particular phone, anything you do on it, he sits to his house and monitor what you really do. So what you can do to solve that particular barrier is to, anytime your boyfriend buy you new phone, we're only going to that game, we're going to guess it around. Anytime your boyfriend buy you phone, the first thing you do, you do factory research.
Yes.
Make the phone new. So all these things is in this particular book. That it will teach people.
Right.
It will make impact. People will get to understand the modern day issues. Because many people go on the internet, many people use a smartphone, but they are not smart how that particular phone works. They are not smart how the internet works. So because of that, we want to make this impact, carry on awareness not only in Liberia, I will be going in various African countries. Because I get to understand that this awareness is not cutting across. I read about Guinea, Sierra Leone, I read about many neighboring countries. this particular message is not going there. So this message will not only be in Liberia, this message is internationally.
So you,
we're
you,
very
you,
big.
you talk about some links that people send you, that that affect you, you tend to hack your account. But I'm concerned about some links as well that helps you too. So how can you identify the ones that are good from the one that are bad? Let's chip into that quickly.
Yes, let me tell you this. Brother Zach, when someone send you link, what you do to save yourself from this particular book, do your good just listen when you read it. It will tell you to always copy that particular link. Go to a website. Browse for a website called Virus Tutor. Virus Tutor. If you go to Virus Tutor, you copy that link and search for that link to Virus Tutor. You will get to know if that particular link is a phishing link.
So
If that link is a phishing link, you'll see it will come in your red. When that link is clean, it will come in green. So when you do that testing and notice that that particular link is a phishing link, you avoid it.
So in terms of reading this book, to capture all of those things that you are talking, because I know that numerous of contents in this book that ones have to read and understand, but I care to know about how can someone really read this book and get the understanding. Is there a special duration about someone reading this book, or as possible as they can in reading?
Yeah, let me tell you something. This book is, that's why I never make the book bulky. I never made it bulky. The reason is because I want for people to read this particular book, to chew it, digest, swallow it, and digest it. You
So
understand?
swallow
Me?
it?
So what I'm trying to mean is that
I know what you
for,
mean.
yeah, for this book to be into you. So to make this book to be into you,
Right.
you have to read it over and over. When
Okay.
you finish it, read it. And one thing, I don't want for the people to miss the lunch. During the lunch, you will get to know how to understand this particular book. Because there will be a demo. You know, some people don't think, they just think hacking is not existing. It is real. So we will be demonstrating how people do this type of hacking on the internet. You will see us doing it. We will do it, and we will teach you how to protect yourself, and we'll show you the chapter in this particular book. Then you will go and read, and get to understand these things. Then you will not be afraid of hacking on the internet. Let me tell you this, nothing on the internet is unhackable. People can hack anything. What we are teaching you is to take measures.
Right.
You understand me?
Mhm.
To do the little things, protect yourself, from people. And one of the things people in Liberia get issue with is creating their password. This was spoken about it. Many people don't know how to create a password. Many people create their password with their age. Some people create a password with the birth month. Some people created a password with the year they were born. Some people create their password with their husband name, wife name, which is very bad. If you're creating a password, you have to mix that particular password with numbers, letters, and symbols. It takes hacker years to hack that account. And when you create a password, every 2 weeks, you have to change that particular password. And this book will discuss about it. And one of the things that in Liberia again, that is about the fake news. The fake news is overing too much. In Liberia, let me just give you one secret again. One fake news that over in Liberia that people never understood, and that news went wild. It went viral. And many people never understand that news. It was a news that someone put a post on the internet, that political propaganda with Jawia in a white gown. And you see someone signing on him during his birthday. You know, when I said, I saw people sitting there, protesting. You know, Joria, the president is not serious. Someone signing on the president down there. I said no. It is a fake news. It is a Photoshop design. And one of the things we got to understand on a digital citizenship is that fake news spread faster than truthful news.
Right.
So that particular news, that particular picture, I brought a picture. You see the picture, you see the gun is different from the head. The head clearer and the gun different. But every political party having a propaganda room. So the news have a propaganda room to spread fake news on the internet. And many people do not know about it. And this book will teach you how to stop stop fake news on the internet.
Right.
And last is that you don't get more time. One of the things I see in Liberia is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is too much in the country. I saw this these few days you see young people just putting picture on the internet about someone being naked, sexual videos. If they got caught, someone just send you that picture, you get it, you just put it on the internet. It is wrong. You can't do that. Then you are irresponsible on the internet. That particular thing is true. I was reading. It caused suicide. It make the person to do something to themselves. It happened in Maryland, where a girl, her video was caught with water that he put it on in Maryland, and the girl got shamed. She left school. She almost killed herself.
So-
I listened to that particular news. I know you follow the news. a little
Yeah,
bit.
we have so much to go into, but we are at our bridge. Well, folks, if they're following us, this is Youth Insight, and it is a program designed to bring forth what is aimed at young people. What are those efforts young people are making to help transform their own nation, and not just only Liberia, our one global village. Today we have us a young, brilliant, and amazing people who are trying to make the difference. And they are here with me in the studio. We're talking about a book titled Be a Good Digital Citizen. Is authored by Foldestine Paye. And along with him is Abraham Sharif, who is the chair on the launching committee of this book, as you can see in my hand. And we'll be right back. We'll talk about more about this book. We talk about the launching program as well, what is anticipated, especially from the end of the launching, and again, how is this book really so important to Liberia. We'll take a very short break and be right back.
Hi, I'm Prince Larmi Jarbo, founder of Project Change. As an organization, our mission is to groom self-sustaining youth to help rebuild a productive Liberia. We change the mindsets of the youth from one that says, I cannot, to one that believes I can. We're proud to sponsor the Youth Insight on KMTV, presented by Zac Sherman, because we also believe in creating a platform for the young people to voice themselves. If you would like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, and how you can join the movement, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Pro Change in Liberia. Or you can also visit our website at prochangeInLiberia.org. That's PROCHANGEIN Liberia. Until next time, enjoy the show. Hi, I'm Prince Larmi Jarbo, founder of Project Change. As an organization, our mission is to groom self-sustaining youth to help rebuild a productive Liberia. We change the mindsets of the youth from one that says, I cannot, to one that believes I can. We're proud to sponsor the Youth Insight on KMTV, presented by Zac Sherman, because we also believe in creating a platform for the young people to voice themselves. If you would like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, and how you can join the movement, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Pro Change in Liberia. Or you can also visit our website at prochangeInLiberia.org. That's PRO.
Welcome back. This is Youth Insight. And of course, the young people are productive. We are becoming more productive and sustainable, making the difference from all walks of life. That's the strength of the young people. I'm proud to sit among really young people to talk about the very basic and important things that are important and making a difference in our society. This is Youth Inside. It's meant for the young people. Welcome back, guys. This is Youth Inside, and I'm sure that you guys are following us. I mean, it's so enjoying. I see my man Sherry smile a bit.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's important that the young people are really together to make the difference. Let's start up with this launch. You serving as the chair on the launching committee. Give us an insight about how is this launching is like right now, and how is it impacting the people in terms of the launching of this book?
Zach, our audience cannot wait.
Right.
Yeah, obviously they cannot wait, right? Because one thing that I have learned is that this book is going to make a good readership.
You want to hold it while talking about it? Maybe
This book is going to make a good readership.
Right.
Yeah, sure. It does not just relate to our everyday reality, right? This book instructs and educates as well. Now, Be a Good Digital Citizen is set to be launched on the 26th of March, right, at the Blue Crest University.
2021.
2021.
This year.
Yeah, sure. This year. And the first thing, whenever you are going to publish a book, is to make sure that those people, right, those people whom are the victim, right, of what you want to expose, right, is to make sure you get them on your side. I tell you, Zach, of all of the writers I have read about, they do not just put out a literary paper or work out there. No. We writer normally writes because we have a story to tell. And Foldestine has been in that direction.
Right.
Yeah, Foldestine has been in that direction. There is a story that our young author, Foldestine, is trying to put out there so that more young people, right, more young people can get access to the internet in a very good state.
Right.
Not just the normal thing when you get a smartphone, you go and browse and everything. Now, the first thing is to get our ticket. Our ticket are prepared. We are a very organized group of people. We have our ticket. It is prepared as I speak to you. Now, to get access to this ticket is not going to be let's say a jungle world, right? It's very easy because we are doing our best to make this world accessible to all, right? The first thing is to get in touch with us, right? You can reach at the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication, that is on McDonald Street, right, Monroeville.
Yeah.
When you get there, and then you reach out to Let's Sue office, right? So yeah, when you reach there, when you reach the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication, we will be there to give you a ticket. But if you let's say for those that are far away, like those are in Buchanan and what have you, the best you can do for yourself is to get in touch with us. We got our respective Facebook pages, right? You get in touch with us.
Is there a special page for the launching of this? Well, it's
work is in progress to set it up.
Okay.
As we leave now, it's going to be very functional.
Right.
Yeah. So all you have to do is to just Be a Good Digital Citizen on the Facebook,
right,
and then you are going to just make a request, and then we will relate to you to see how best you can have this work. Now, another point I want to stress out. This has been a problem for a very long time in our country, Zach. We have the tendency, when I say tendency, most Liberians, they have the tendency of sleeping on young author. Right? And sometimes we do it at our own risks, because there should always be somebody to tell your story, right? To tell the story of that particular country. That is why Chino Achebe say, if the lions, right, cannot make their own story, the story of the hunt will be glorified by the hunter, or the story for the hunter will be glorified by the hunt, right? So that's been a major problem, really. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want foreigners to tell our story. So that is why young people are taking the initiative.
Right.
Right? So this book, like I said, is scheduled for the 26th of March.
Of March, right?
And you can, as we leave the studio, our Facebook page, Be a Good Digital Citizen, is going to be very active.
Right.
So you get there and make your request. Now, as we go along the way, I mean, most of the work that is needed to be done on that identical event is going to be, let's say, interactive one. You are not just going to witness an event wherein a book launcher will just come. We are going to be very, very practical. You heard the author, right? We are not just going to discuss, we are going to demonstrate, right? We are going to demonstrate, we are going to make our audience to see the vivid picture, right, of some of the things that they want to know. They are not only going to be knowing it, they are going to experience this thing, how it occurs.
Right.
So that's one of the bases, right? That's one of the bases. Besides that, we are calling on other people, and, those that are in the IT sector or not, right? We are encouraging them to see this project as a win for Liberia. We are encouraging them to see this book launch as their own work, right? Wherein they can chip in with the support to see how best we can make this book go across all counties in Liberia.
All right.
Right.
So let us get this. Liberia is not the only country where young people are trying to make the difference. Have you guys done an assessment? I mean, anybody can answer that. Have you guys done an assessment where you found out, similar book like this, where you try to chip into as well, or maybe you can extend your publication to other countries?
Yeah, let me say this, Razak. I did my research on many African countries about cybersecurity awareness. You will notice that in Ghana, Nigeria, many African countries, the government, the people rely on to do cybersecurity awareness. Recently, in February 9, it was celebrated in Nigeria as the World Safer Internet. Some people celebrate it February 6. But in Nigeria, the government conducted a program, and what it did, it just created a social leaflet, to give it to the young people to tell them how to be safe on the internet. But there is no book, not only in Liberia, but in Africa.
Okay. So this is a milestone and a remarkable journey or something you guys have done.
This is a remarkable journey. Barack Obama told us that we are the change we seek. We can't wait for people to come from somewhere to come and write or cybersecurity awareness book to train our people. We can do it. Now many people on the internet, many people using the internet to do e-commerce, which is selling goods on the internet.
Right.
Many people use the internet to promote themselves. Many people use the internet for branding. Many people use the internet for their offices, corporate operations. And the internet can make you, it can break you. I want people to know that. The internet having the power to give you a capability to make you to know, to get informed about information. But you need to get the power to become responsible, because the repetition that you've been building for years can stop you from getting something. For example, it happened during Miss F competition. A girl, or I can call her name, a girl supposed to win Miss F, but she was denied because certain new picture about her was up on the social media before, and because of that she was denied. So many people do not know about the effect about these things. Not only Miss F, but it will come before people get visa from the American embassy. You need to be responsible on the internet, because if you have these things over in the internet, you will not get visa.
So, Liberia, you guys setting in the peers, or specifically you setting the peers where I believe other young guys will follow suit in terms of making publication as well. Because from your own statement, it tells that this is the only book so far in Africa in terms of digitalization, how people can save themselves on the internet, avoiding hacking and other, misuse in the internet sector. But let's get to understand how you gonna make sure that not just Liberia benefit, but other part of Africa, and maybe not just only Africa as well, extensively other part of the world can have a taste about this book. Are you guys doing something about making sure that there is a very unique publication about this? Yeah,
Yeah, you see, Zach, it's not just us.
right.
This work is not about Foldestine. It's not about Soko, right? It is about all of the citizens that are found in our region, right? It is not just about Foldestine. Foldestine doesn't write book for the kids that's home to read, right? He prepared this work for everyone, and I think we should be proud as a citizen of this country that he has pioneered this work. I mean, the entire writing about digital stuff,
Right.
right? He is a pioneer. I can say that for free. Now, for Destiny leading this revolution, I think we as a Liberian should come in, right? Should come in and support this young man so that this book can get out there. It is not about Foldestine. What can Foldestine do to get this book out there? It is what can Liberia do to get this book out there, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we are appealing to everyone out there, right? Those statesmen, those patriots. It is not only campaign time that we tend to show our financial prowess,
Yeah.
right? I think we should learn to support the vision of young people. And we can do that by supporting this project. In other countries, people are doing exactly the same. You just, as a little boy, you just need to bring an idea. And then, I mean, you won't know where the support is going to come from.
Sure.
But in Liberia, where you are the author of the book, you are responsible for everything. I think it is about time that we start to change the narrative as young people. And, in this generation as well. But what I can say is that we are doing everything we can. We're going to show our partners outside Liberia. We're going to show our fellow Africans that are yearning for such work. We're going to show them that we do our all to get this book out there.
Right.
Yeah, we are going to do everything we can to get this book out there. This book is not designed specifically for Liberia.
So in terms of getting this book to schools, maybe university and colleges, maybe the Ministry of Education, other government officials, NGOs as well, how have you guys been able to do an outreach to that? Yeah, for that, you want to chip into that?
Yes. First, doing the book launch. The assistant minister for administration and Latin Taton will serve as the guest speaker and the chief launcher for this book launch.
Okay.
And he's from Ministry of Education, and we already spoke as to how Ministry of Education can work in land so that we can carry this book to the students, because the students need to know about this particular book too,
Right.
because they can be on the internet. So we already spoke with Ministry of Education, and LTA is one of the sponsors of the launch of this particular book.
Right.
And so far so good. Ministry of Post is also part,
Telecommunication.
and we are now seeing how best we can build partnership with Orange and Lone Star,
Sure.
because these telco companies, they're focusing mainly on the telecommunication sector. And the fight is not only about Foldestine. The telco company need to join us in this particular fight to carry on cybersecurity awareness in this country. So we'll meet them so that we can partner for them to join this particular process.
A young man doing this project, the question is, what inspiration does this guy have to make sure that what he has started will be a successful journey?
Yes, what the inspiration now I'm having.
What strength do you have?
Yeah, the strength that Foldestine Paye having now
Maybe,
is
yeah,
that
not only for this, but the other young guys who have
Yeah.
joined you, and, maybe you get, yeah, go ahead.
the strength the young guys around me having now is the networking strength.
Right,
Having a very strong network
sure.
and having brilliant young guys around the table every day who come on with ideas because we believe that it is better to sit around the table instead of going on a battlefield. And in that process, we kind of idea like to carry this book across, to carry this particular awareness across, we should create a sticker with download free software from the internet. Because downloading free software from the internet can bring malware in your computer and can make your computer to be slow. You see your computer slow, if you put in it will take you hours before it comes on. So we will be having stickers that we will be selling where people will use to put on their cars, people will use to put on their laptops, or a room door, or anything where anybody coming around when they see it, they will get to know that it's supposed to take that particular cybersecurity precaution.
So let us get to almost, yeah,
And
you want to add
that reminds me when it comes to our publicity and how do we get our work out there?
strategies,
We
right?
want to inform the people out there, and outside our border. We want to inform them that we'll be using Amazon, and and other site to send our work there.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we are going to do. But that's what we are going to do. But besides, as we go along, we anticipate leaving our comfort zone, leaving Liberia, and getting out there, so that the people can have the time to interact with the author himself.
Right.
So, yeah, so that they can see him in flesh and blood, and then he will share his experiences with them. Who knows? Somebody will be inspired to join him in this revolution.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
So in terms of, like you say, you get a bit of networking because sometimes getting the idea and the ideas being marketed, I mean, they're two different things, right? You firstly have to understand that you can have the best of brilliant ideas, but when the ideas are not marketed, it become a problem.
Sure.
And like you said, the team is there, and I'm just hoping that you guys can really work on making sure that the ideas are sold to the public and other international organizations or humanitarians, philanthropists who are in the vineyard to help can see that as well. Let's get to understand the launching, right? Give us the specific section of this launching, give an idea about what people will see when they should have come at the launch.
Well, what you would expect, right?
right.
You are talking about the expectation of our audience.
Right.
Right. When you get there, firstly, after you shall have bought your ticket, the first thing at the entrance of that identical place, we are going to be using, or we are going to be exercising what we are encouraging people to do. By that, I mean, we are going to scan the tickets, right?
Right.
Because at times people may go there, right? You want to, we are all Liberian. We know what we're gonna expect as well. So at times you understand that people want to do these things, but before you are given entry into that identical place, we are going to make sure the ticket is well scanned. We are practicing digital activity, right? And then if that identical ticket corresponds with our database, then we allow you to enter.
Right.
Now, when you enter, you have somebody there to escort you. You know, some people, their very first time at a book launch, you feel very insecure. You feel like, I don't know anybody here. I mean, I don't know who but we have people there to entertain you as well. Yeah, they will work you, and then you have your seat, and then we make this happen and memorable.
Right.
That's what you should expect.
Okay.
Going forward as well, when it comes to the launch, when you take your seat, like I said previously, you are not just going to witness a book launch, but you are going to witness a book launch very practically, right? Because what we don't want people leaving that identical program with whole lots of doubt, right?
Right.
When you shall have left that identical program, you have a clear picture, a clear vision, and, as to how you want to operate your social media platform. Right? So that's the reason why we are encouraging people to grace this occasion. Right? We are encouraging you to grace this occasion because there are so many things that you are going to see for yourself. And, and how we experience those things on a daily basis and how it has the propensity to ruin our life.
Right.
So we are encouraging people to take advantage of this event. We are encouraging them to see it as an opportunity, right? To avoid future mistakes, and, that has the propensity to destroy their reputation, right? So these are things that they are going to expect at our launch
So
on
this-
March 26, 2021.
To summarize on this issue of the book, if someone should maybe want to know a bit about be a good digital citizen, maybe want to go on the internet and find out about this book and all that stuff, do you have room for that, for this thing?
Yeah, that's what the chairman said. This book, during the time we'll be launching, the day we'll be launching, this particular book will be on Amazon,
Okay. All right.
where people will go and download. They will buy it on our e-commerce platform for the same price.
Okay.
And also, because Amazon is an American-based entity, it's for global, for people
Yeah.
to download it global.
Sure.
Then in my own country, Liberia, I will be using a platform called Easy Market.
All right.
Easy Market is an e-commerce platform too. Yeah, they will be having this book there, and you can use even mobile money to purchase it online. So this book it will be both online and offline, and also my blog. It will also be on my blog that you can use to get me to purchase it.
And the chairman's blog as well.
And on the chairman's blog as well.
That's great.
So
That's great.
we believe in the digital revolution. And so that's why we want to carry this particular awareness as to how people should save themselves on the internet.
All right.
Exactly.
We press the time, so we want
Yeah,
to chip
so-
in with Lesu, and so maybe you want to have something said just quick. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say here is now we are discussing about cyber awareness. We are seeing how best we can teach the people how to be safe on the internet. But I want to give this particular recommendation to government. Government need to join us in this particular process. In this age where we have a critical infrastructure, we're talking about critical infrastructure, we're talking about now people using tax, people paying taxes online for LRA. Now you having students registering digitally to UL. Now you having the banks, they are on switch systems. You having people using Asekuda to the port. You having people using document management system to find out even using influence. All these things need to be protected in this country. But we do not have laws to protect these things. We do not have cybersecurity law. The government need to look at it, even though we read the Cybersecurity Act of 2019, but we are listening to the President's State of the Nation address, talking about the so many bills that are on the table, and never monitor anything like the 2019 Cybersecurity Act.
And the question is the legislature.
It's the legislature. And also, no cybersecurity strategy in this country. It is just on the text, people just passing with it. And also, there is no Electronic Transaction Act. When we're talking about Electronic Transaction Act, we're having people now buying, using mobile money to buy things. So when any hackers hack their account and take their resources, how would that particular hacker be prosecuted? There's no electronic transaction act. People even using banks, they're using ATM cards. There's no electronic transaction act. There's no data protection law. You have a telco company here, before before you get a SIM card, it's almost you give your entire data. That particular data need to be protected. It can be, I am not saying that a telco company doing it. Some people can sell people data for advertisement. You'll see one day, you just see somebody send you message, there will be web party. Web party is so and so area, you see some that message from Orange. It's not supposed to be so. Because the reason that message coming to you is because they having your data, and data protection law supposed to be in Liberia. Like the cybersecurity law, like what happened in Maryland, I saw they took the guy who spread the get no photo on the internet. They took the man and they just put the man in cell for 2-3 days and they put him outside. They don't know the penalty. 7 years in Nigeria Cybersecurity Acts. Then you will also pay fine. So we need these things to be put in place as we carry the awareness. When we carry the awareness, if the people be victimized,
Right.
then the people can go to the law for the law to find them. I can see people discussing rape, but they cannot talk about cyber exploitation and abuse. When we're talking about cyber exploitation and abuse, we're talking about an older man like me will be having a account. Then I'm talking to a little girl who is 16 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
Then I tell her to send me new photo. She don't have the idea to. As basically, she send that new photo. It's a serious crime called cyber exploitation. Some people doing sexting. When you hear about sexting, you see you get your girlfriend in Liberia, then your boyfriend in China, then two of them doing that type of sexual operation, we call it sexting on the internet. So all these things is a crime. So we need to put the law in place as we carry on the cyber awareness. And lastly, a CERT team need to be created in Liberia. We're talking about CERT, the cyber security emergency response team. The same way you have in ERU, you have the same way you hear about ERU, you have in the police too. You can have CERT that will only be there to investigate hard-core technological issues in this particular country. And we also need the cybersecurity forensic lab. So these recommendations, these things need to put in place as we are carrying on the cybersecurity awareness, which is the first under the cybersecurity operation is to provide cyber hygiene in the country or internationally or globally. So that's the point I wanted to make. So
Yeah,
thank you very much.
yes. So we press of time. Thanks for giving us that information. So let us get you guys' parting statement. Let's begin with the chairman of the launching of Be a Good Digital Citizen, Mr. Sharif. Can we get something very, conclusive from you?
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Right.
you, Zach. It has been a pleasurable moment
And always my pleasure
here
too
at
as well.
KMTV.
Right.
We want to extend our thanks and appreciation to the management of this institution.
Right.
And we also want to encourage everyone out there, right, to see this project as their own project.
Mm-hmm.
We want to encourage our many audience and listeners or followers out there to come out on March 26th in order to save themselves from embarrassment that lies in wait. Because, no matter that we say education is expensive, but when you try ignorance, you know what can happen.
Right.
So we are encouraging you to take advantage of this opportunity. March 26th is the book launch at the Blue Crest University. See you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a great time. Pleasure having a young and energetic man like you who is wanting to do the best.
Thank you.
Let's get your parting statement.
Yes, concerning this particular program,
Right.
it will be very, very interactive. You come there, you will get you will see real hacking, you will see young people performing, how hacking occur. Then you will also learn how to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like our ticket already set up.
Yeah.
We have the QR scan on the ticket. What will be scanning people ticket, to see whether it is connected with our database. And also, we will be doing a red carpet where people will go there and take a strategic photo. And that is it. So what I want to say is that you need to come there. If you are having a smartphone, you're having a computer, or you're using different things to get on the internet, you are a citizen. Physically, we call it citizen, but digitally, we call it citizen, N-R-T-E-Z. So that means that you are a digital citizen.
Yeah.
So you need to come there to understand certain things, because the internet having three parts. It having the surface. The surface is where we can be, where we go and browse, we see people showing their live video. Then you having the deep web. It is where you having knowledgeable hackers, they can be. Then you having the dark web, having the dark market where people even sell drugs, guns, they even sell hemoglobin, they even commit trafficking on the internet that you guys don't know. So come there and see how these things operate, and don't hesitate to buy this book. And as for Lesu is on course, and Lesu is now doing a bigger project. It's a graphic design competition, $1,000 project, and the project is now on a second phase where we are interviewing 250 graphic designers. On Friday we'll be doing an orientation where they will come and we'll tell them how the competition will be looking like. Then the competition will start. This will have so many programs.
And we hope we'll go into all of those programs one of these days. We together, trust me, and Youth Inside is here to stay, right?
Yeah.
So thank you. It was a great time having you on the show. It's always my pleasure.
Yeah.
So my pleasure. So, folks, that's how we call it a day on this show. Remember, this is Youth Inside. This is where the young people keep unleashing their voices. We need us. We need to make the difference. We need to make our stand. We need to voice ourselves. So with that, I want to say thanks for being part of us, whatever you've been following on this Youth Inside show. My name is Zac Sherman. Today we've been having us for Foldestine Paye, the author of the book titled Be a Good Digital Citizen. And followed with him is Abraham Sherry. He's the chairman on the launching committee of the book. Here is the book, as you are seeing in my hand. It will be launched on the 26th of March, and that will be at the Brookwest University College. And they are hoping that you're going to be there, especially all of us that found ourselves in the digital world. Trust me, digitalization has covered the entire global village, and to be part of it and be knowledgeable about these things that tend to hurt us, and you may not know, and ignorantly you don't understand what it's all about. They are saying, or this book is saying, just be a good digital citizen and make the difference. Publication is just right at your hand. Get the best and read the best. Understand what is in here. That's the spirit, the actuality of young people, the strength of youth. And I can always say, for us as young people, we have so much to give back to our society. And in order to do that, we have to mount the pressure and do all we can to put ourselves in a game, put ourselves in a more innovative and proactive way so that our society can count on us as a youthful generation. Until then, my name is Zac Sherman. I hope to meet you next week, next Wednesday, at which time we will be back every Wednesday, 5 to 6 p.m. So 1 hour youth program, and we care to talk about the issues surrounding young people. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful day. We hope to meet up with you on the next edition.
Hi, I'm Prince Larmy Jarbo, founder of Project Change. As an organization, our mission is to groom self-sustaining youth to help rebuild a productive Liberia. We change the mindsets of the youth from one that says, I cannot, to one that believes I can. We're proud to sponsor the Youth Insight on KMTV, presented by Zac Sherman, because we also believe in creating a platform for the young people to voice themselves. If you would like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, and how you can join the movement, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Pro Change in Liberia. Or you can also visit our website at prochangeinliberia.org. That's PROCHANG